Hello, this is Gary Oakes from onlinetutorship.com. This tutorial is focusing on adding and modifying images within Tailor Brand's advanced website builder. I've uploaded here a templated website, and this website has 3 pages. First place to start is to look at the global design. So if we go to design, there are 2 areas where we need to focus on: global images and site background. If you go to global images, you have the opportunity to change the style of the images, whether you want a square, something with rounded corners, or circular. You can have a border, you can have a color for the border, and you can have rounded corners. It's 50% because I've selected that, but I'm going to go back to the square. And you can also have a shadow, the color of the shadow, and where you would like the shadow to appear. There's a shadow appearing here. The other place is site background. Here you can add images to the background of your pages, either on every page or on certain pages. And how this works is, if I select this one here, background for all pages, you can have the color, but if I select image and select an image, and I select an image from here, you can see an image now appears in the background. You can change the image. You can have it whether it's cover, full image, tile, or no repeat. I'm going back to cover. I have the option to keep the background static when I scroll down the page. I like the idea of keeping it on in this particular case. You can also have a different background per page, and you can select the home page, the gallery, or about us. These are the 3 pages that are currently on this website. To add an image to the site, you add an image widget, which you can select from here. If it's not up here on the frequently used, you can either type in image, or you can scroll down to the media. Prior to adding the image, I'm going to just add a new row above this one here. So I've now got a new row, and I'm now going to place the image widget within the row. And I'm going to select an image. You can add a link to the image. You can also add alternate text, and I would recommend you do this. And I would give the image a name. In this case, I'm going to call it yoga. You can also change the design of the image by going to design. Again, you can change the layout. You can have it as full width, which it is at the moment at 960 pixels. If you want it smaller, you can just change it here. And also you can change it here. Just to say, if you've got it smaller and you want to center the image, if you go to this wheel here, and then you just select center, and it now centers the image. I'm going to have it full width. You can add a border. You can have a border color. You can have rounded corners. You can have a shadow, and there's a shadow around here at the moment. I'm going to take the shadow off. You can have an effect when somebody hovers over the image. You can zoom in. You can have it going forward. You can have grayscale. So you have a number of hover effects here. You can also add animation. The entrance animation, the entrance trigger is when you actually scroll down to the page and you come to this point of the page, something happens to the image. In this case, I'm going to have fade in. And you can have fade in from a different direction, say from the right. And here we have the various durations. And you can preview your animation here. And then we have spacing, and spacing whether it's outside of the row or within the row. I'm just going to make sure this image is full width first, and I'm going to put a spacing inside the row of 50 pixels all the way around. Now you can see there is some spacing between the row and the image of 50 pixels all the way around. And that's basically it, adding an image. If you're using one of the templates and you want to modify an image, like for instance this one, click into the image and you can replace the image to the image that you wish to add. Again, you can change the image size by moving this here. Or if you go into the design, you can change the image width here as well. You can also add your own images. So if I click on this and replace, instead of selecting one of these ones, you can actually upload your own, or you can actually type in a search term to look up one of the free stock images. So if you want to say something to do with the sun, I type in sun and images of the sun come up. And these are all free to use. There you have an image of the sun.